Previously on Tales of Arise, the party fought the protagonists of Sword Art Online in Vincent's arena. Afterwards, they challenged simulated versions of the Renan lords, culminating in a fight against 4 of them near simultaneously. The final simulated opponent was Zephyr, who was empowered enough to one-punch Alphen to death. Fortunately, Kiryu and Asuna taught Alphen the power of God in anime, which helped them turn the tide against the rebel leader. Alright, been putting this off for a while, but there's the Beyond the Dawn DLC to take care of. It's kind of very awkwardly placed since it's supposed to be balanced for a post-game, but since people have probably done a bunch of level 99 stuff in the main game, they have to drop their levels right at the beginning of Beyond the Dawn. You'll move to the additional story title screen. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes. Okay, it's a story that takes place after Tales of Arise, the main story. It is recommended you play it after completing the main story. New title screen. It's like they put in a new game entirely. Okay. This takes me back to the other, to the main game. So new game, but do I get to carry over my save? Main story save data detected. Acquire bonuses and start a game. In order for you to enjoy the additional story, the game will start the main story progress to make it easier to play, regardless of your actual progress or development in the main story. Okay, bonus list. Additional story start bonus, main story play data bonus, main story completion bonus, main story all subquests completed bonus, main story all characters level 100 bonus. So is it detecting my most recent main save or something? Because how does it know which one I want to use? That's weird. How do they know I'm level 100? Very weird. Bonuses acquired. Depends on how bad a tutorial battle will be. Or re-tutorial.
One year has passed since the end of the great conflict between Dahna and Renan. The two worlds have finally joined and literally merged into one. A single planet now exists, teeming with all 6 elements, as it always should have. But with a new world comes a new set of problems. Unprepared for the changes thrust upon them, Dahnans and Renans now find themselves forced to live side by side. And though the initial chaos of the Great Convergence has faded, the people of this new world are realizing that some scars are not so easily healed. So, our journey continues.
There she is! Don't let her get away!
After her!
This way! Right! She's gone. There's no way!
She's gotta be nearby! Find her!
Mogstar Adan Lake. A place with so many giant zoogles in it.
The weather is so nice today. It's a shame we can't enjoy it with all these Zoogles around.
Stay alert, Shionne. Danger could be lurking in the shadows.
I could say the same to you. If you get injured, it's going to hurt now, you know. So, the mausoleum is somewhere around here?
That's what I heard. We'll have to get more details from Bayfon when we meet up with him in the city.
I wonder if the others have already arrived in Niez by now.
It'll be good to see them again. It's been so long since we were all together.
Hey, you! Did you see a Renan brat around here?
You're looking for a child? A Renan?
Yeah, that's right. And get this. That kid is the daughter of a lord.
A lord?
Hey, wait a sec. That there on your back, is that... No mistake, it is. You're the blazing sword, aren't you?
Oh, he is. Talk about lucky.
Lucky? What do you mean?
Even if she's just a kid, she's still the daughter of a Renan lord. But if we've got you with us, we'll have nothing to fear.
Sorry, but I can't help.
Hey, you gotta be kidding me, man. She's a lord's daughter. They're your enemy, right?
You're the blazing sword. It's just common sense that you'd help us.
Come to think of it, rumor has it he's been traveling with some Bright Eyes chick. Wait, is that why?
And what if it is? Is that a problem?
Forget about it. Let's get out of here.
A lord's daughter, huh? Wonder whose.
Regardless of who it may be, it doesn't make chasing her down okay, now does it?
You're right, of course. Let's go find her before anyone else does.
Destination marked with star, okay. Golden Sinclair Blade or Noble Rose. Is there automatic text or anything? Okay, X to view full-size map. Doesn't display all the enemies on the map though. Oh, this is kind of a shame. This is kind of like what happened with King Claudin from Berseria. Despite all his good intentions, everything he said got misinterpreted pretty bad. Oh, this has a separate save folder from the main game. That's good. That way, I don't have to worry about saving over all of my good files. 3100 SP, is that gonna be enough? I have to relearn so many skills, dang it. If only, I thought you guys would... yeah, of course they never stay at level 99 after you grind them up. I have to relearn freaking Rising Falcon of all things. Come on, that's a basic freaking art, man. That's one of your most used arts. One of your most spammable arts. How can you forget it? We're gonna forget anything, forget like Dragon Swarm or something. I don't think anyone ever uses it because of its extremely long animation when enemies are unsaggerable. Raining Slash is still here. Is Raining Slash as powerful as it was before? And also, my arts count is 1,000 for all of them by default, even though I probably never grinded them properly in the main game. No, it actually is weaker than the main game weapons. Shoot. The person who wrote that article must have gotten it wrong. They must have been looking at the character's total stats instead of the individual stats of the weapons. That's why it came out wrong. Shoot. Now everyone is super weak and useless. Oh, okay, I can still grab all this DLC shit, right? Yeah. All my DLC stuff from before might allow me to catch up easily. Obviously, I want to save the level ups for when I'm very close to level 99. Beach here. Oh, right. Can get... Oh, man, I really do have to relearn everything from the DLC, too. Damn it. Okay, I set some of my arts up, but I think I'm just gonna stick to normal mode until I feel safe. Extra quests. Okay. Take priority over subquests. Except an EX quest, some subquests may become temporarily unavailable, and subquests that are already in progress may be suspended. Once an EX quest has been completed, you will be able to accept and resume other subquests again. You won't accept an EX quest, you can return to this inn later to accept it. That's my basis of operations, huh?
I sense a strange power from this.
Better pick some veggies. Lettuce.
What's this thing?
The enemies don't spawn until I go to until I go where I'm supposed to go, huh? Flamestone. And lemons.
Should this really be here?
Mackerel. Inhibitor crystal. Lustrous astral crystal.
What's this thing?
Apples.
Didn't we find a recipe that...
Yeah, we can use this for it.
Okay, there's a campsite. Can I use that? It's a fast travel point added. I see I have to re-add all of them. Infused statue fragment.
What's this?
There are matters we need to do
Oh,
right now.
they knew I'd try to go there to get stuff.
Get back!
Okay, basic combat. B for normal attack because that's my setting. Arts with white, X, A. L and RB to evade.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, I'm worried about that girl.
Rising Wyvern!
By the power of water! Gemini Aqua! By the power of water! Lightning!
Here I come!
Downfall!
No escape! You got fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Alpin's perk. Use Blazing Edge. I have to relearn even my Blazing Edges.
Take the rest.
Damn it! Back into the
You're
fray!
mine! I'm not done!
Lightning!
Start us!
There's still more of them! Dude.
The
Hear
flame
me,
inside
flame
me
of
yearns
fury,
to be
burning!
let free!
This one's mine! There! Got you!
Blew
Go!
away!
Magna Ray!
Raining slash!
By the power
Blew
of
away!
water! Gemini Aqua! Searing flame! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Here I
Water!
come!
Hear my
No
call!
escape!
Spread!
Raining slash! Azure storm!
Water!
Azure
Hear my
storm!
call!
Oh, I do not remember how to play this game.
Azure storm!
Hear me!
Ignite!
Burning strike! Hear my call!
Wait, do I have to actually practice a perfect dodge? What do they want me to do? How do I skip this?
Spread! Hear me! Flame of fury!
The enemies have basically not died at all.
Spread! Searing flame!
I'm gonna die in the tutorial because the enemies are immortal.
Not a chance! No escape! Rising Wyvern!
Strike. Boost strikes. Oh, they want me to do a boost strike. Okay.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's a very weird way to do it. But whatever, I'll take it. Yeah, some of these tutorial fights, they just require you to do things to actually finish them that don't make sense in actual gameplay. Whatever. Also, if you have magic, help us!
Wait! Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt you, okay?
That's kind of a reversal of before. This time, Shionne's the one reaching out and touching someone else in order to help them. When back then, she didn't want people to do the same to her, otherwise they would get thorned.
You're the daughter of a lord, aren't you? You can relax. We'd heard people were after you.
The blazing sword of Dahna?
Is there any way we can help you?
Why?
What do you mean? You're being chased, aren't you?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Okay, but it's dangerous to be out here all alone. Won't you at least come with us to Niez?
That's where I got kicked out of.
Bayfon should be in Niez, right?
I want to know what's going on. If you come with us, I'm sure we can get this straightened out.
If we go our separate ways, we won't cause each other any problems.
Problems? What kind of problems?
Why?
We just want to help. Isn't that enough?
We help people. It's who we are. You may think we're weird, but it's true. I'm Shionne. This is Elfin.
Nazamil.
Nazamil. Is that your name?
Hey!
We're going to Niez, aren't we?
Right. Nice to meet you, Nazamil.
Nazamil has joined you in your travels, but not as an actual party member, huh?
Driving out a child? Just because she's Renan?
Racial tensions still run deep here, but that doesn't mean we're giving up, right?
Right. Of course.
Oh man, now everyone and their mother spawned the map, huh? Missed this ore here, astral ore. Oh, I missed this chest here too. Gold gel. I hope I never have to use it, but I probably will if I play in harder difficulties.
What happened in Niez, Nazamil?
Don't worry. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to.
Beef.
What's this thing?
Strawberries.
Elfin! Shionne!
Shionne!
Yo!
long!
It has. You're both looking well.
Never been better. Well, just talking about us, though.
There's apparently some trouble in town.
Kisara, Dohalim. The gang's all here.
So, what's this trouble you mentioned?
Renans have returned to the city, living alongside the Dahnans here.
There were a lot of vacant houses after the mess with Almadria, right? Some refugees from Lenegus have taken up residence in them.
Bayfon decided to take them in, but not everyone has been so welcoming.
That's putting it lightly. The situation's a bit of a powder keg. The smallest spark could set it off.
So Renans do live here. If that's the case, then why?
Oh, who's that?
This? This is Nazamil.
I'm Rinwell, and this here is Hootle. Nice to meet ya. Woo!
Some Dahnans from around here are after her. Because her father is a lord.
A lord?
I see. So she draws more attention than your average Renan, then.
We've brought her along so we can at least figure out what's going on. Plus, there's the mausoleum issue. Let's go see Bayfon.
Wait a minute. If her father's a lord, and that means her mother is probably not Almadria, so how would the people here even know?
You see, we were actually just there, but he's out, and we couldn't meet with him.
Then, for now, how about we take Nazamil to the area where the Renans live?
Huh. Not a bad idea. You okay with that, Nazamil?
Befriend Rinwell, Law, Kisara, Dohalim. Everyone's in the party. And now I gotta worry about their skill points. And their special weapons.
I'm Law. Nice to meet you, Nazamil.
I'm Kisara. I hope you'll feel free to talk to me anytime.
I am Dohalim Ilkaris. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Dohalim? The Lord?
Former Lord. These days, I am simply the man you see before you. Nothing more.
I'd hardly say you're nothing more.
Okay, I need to worry about everything. All my resources. Oh boy. Oh wait, I think the SP I got from Bal actually transferred over to the other party members. Since that's not a very even amount of SP. There's no way they'd be able to get that otherwise unless they got it from battle. Good, that's a bit of a relief since I did fight a few enemies here and there. When will the damn Brides finally leave us alone? I can't sleep at night knowing they're nearby. Why do we even take Renans in? You know the atrocities they put us through. Showing them kindness will change nothing. I want the Dark Wings to keep them under their heel with force. Everyone, please calm down.
I thought there were way fewer extremists around these days. Guess I was wrong.
You mean like Almadria? Her views certainly weren't unusual at the time, and now it seems a whole new crop of discontents have appeared. How depressing.
There are Renans prowling around Niez again. It's just like when they were in power. The Darkwings made their decision. There's nothing we can do. Whose side are the Darkwings on anyway? It's been a while since I was last here, so I'm surprised. I never thought the city could recover from that dilapidated state. We made it this far because the whole community came together. It wasn't easy. Bayfon's awful tired lately. I get it, though things being as they are, we've got to do what we can to lighten his load. Things have been crazy around here since all the Renans moved in. I just want to live out my days in peace. Reconstruction has been slow, but look at all this progress. Fingers crossed it doesn't all get destroyed again. Whoa, a blazing sword, for real? Cool. After this, you and I will patrol the area to make sure there are no more conflicts. Things must be difficult on the Renan side too. This sure isn't an easy job. Darkwings used to be the most extreme of the rebel groups, and now they're trying to make peace between the Dahnan and Renan citizens, huh? Even though they're disarmed, they can still use astral arts. When push comes to shove, we'll have to use their weapons too. I hope it doesn't come to that. I'm tired of fighting. Since the collapse of Lenegus, it appears that the Zugals no longer obey the Renans. But next to that, their strength has dropped significantly. Things would have been a lot different if it weren't for that. Bayfon seems to be tired, he says. I wonder why. He said the reconstruction is going well. Want to know more about the city? I can tell you what I know if you like. About reconstruction. Looks different than it did a year ago, huh? Everyone came together to repair the damaged houses. The violent winds that used to blow all year have calmed down too, so it's nice not being covered in sand. It's on hold right now, but the reconstruction outside the city is making headway. Everyone wants to heal the scars from the fighting. But there are fewer residents and not enough supplies, not to mention the problems with the Renans. We're honestly at a standstill. Need something else? About the Renans here. You know how Lenegus was destroyed during the merging of the worlds? That's why the Renans who lost their homes came here. How did they survive, though? It must have crash landed on the planet or something. Someone wanted to kick them out, but Bayfon insisted it was an emergency and let them in. He said fewer residents means there are lots of empty houses anyway. How ironic, huh? But since the town's been divided in two, people on both sides are complaining and everyone's on edge. Need something else? Darkwings. As I'm sure you know, the original purpose of the Darkwings as an organization was to fight the Lord and her subordinates. Once Reign rule ended, everything transitioned to Mahog Star's autonomous organization, much like everywhere else. It's our job to defend and rebuild the city, deal with the citizens' complaints, and do just about anything else you can think of. And take care of the Renans living in the city. It might sound weird, but they're residents now too. As fair as possible without needless violence is our motto, out of consideration for everything that happened in the past. Need something else? Merging of worlds. As you know better than anyone, it was a year ago that Dahna and Renan merged into one. Since then, strange waters have been blooming, oddly shaped mausoleum buildings appeared, and there have been these sparkling lights. Mausoleums? Are those the ones built by the Helgen Quill? On top of that, there's a ton of the hollowing and some land that's become unusable. Hollowing? Wait, what? Some say the only difference is that Renan and Lenegus disappeared from the sky, but we're obviously in a different world than before. Need something else? No, I think I'm good. Stop by again anytime. It's like dawn of the new world. I wonder how Dahnans and Renans can get along like they do in Menencia. You need to be patient. Even for us, it didn't happen overnight. I'm reading a Renan book, and it says it's important to start by getting to know the other person. The way they think is so different from us. It's no surprise we can't understand each other. Despite Renans moving in, the Darkwings have become far less united. I know there's some good Renans, but it's hard to tell them apart. I'm not sure if it's worth taking the risk of accepting them. Have you heard about the newly discovered mausoleum? I hope it doesn't give the brides any strange ideas. Renan ruins. What a joke. The blazing sword should raise them all to the ground. Rat pig meat.
Hey! It's that ingredient!
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
The sleep birdie says now the noise from the windmill has died down. That was because the wind has been calmer than it once was. We get fewer dust storms too, thank goodness. Each new soul that opens represents another step forward in reconstruction. That sparkling stuff dancing in the air is astral energy, right? Yeah, I say that was when Dahna and Renan merged. It was supposed to become a part of the world too. But those mausoleums are in the way, so that's why it's hanging in the air like that. I hope it doesn't have any weird effects. It's already irritating my eyes, but there's nothing I can do about that. If the rumors are true, we're gonna have to do something with the mausoleums. But I don't even want to get close to one, if I'm honest. Is that the goal of the game, or perhaps a side quest? Defeat all the mausoleums? Hey, you're a blazing sword. Welcome. We're doing all we can to advance the reconstruction efforts here, but the problems are non-stop. Even though I can't help but think if I had stopped my friend from going to the plaza that day. Remind me is to memorialize the events of 1 year ago. No one wants to remember it, but we mustn't let ourselves forget. We must not forget the death and suffering that fled these lands. It always makes me proud seeing that flag of ours up where Almatrius once flew. Plaza back there has been closed for a while, being where it is. Even Renans aren't allowed in. Crossing this bridge will take you to the Renan residential quarter, but I wouldn't go there unless you have to. After Renans arrived, it's like the city was split in two. We can't rely on the Darkwings, so what are we to do? I wish the Darkwings were stronger and looked after us, but like they did when the Dime was around. That's enough talk about the Dime. Have you forgotten what happened a year ago? Wonder if the same thing will happen in Dystopia once the humans awaken. Have to figure out a way to accommodate both the humans and non-humans.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Welcome, interested in picking up a new weapon while you're here? Oh no. What? Wait, I recognize some of these weapons. Problem is, I don't think I can make these yet. Oh, what? Titan? Yeah, some of these some of these ingredients sound pretty scary. I'm pretty sure they require me to beat mini bosses. Oh man. I can sell these chunks that are only good for selling. Okay. Reconstruction's far from over, but so I've got my hands plenty full. Accessory. Increased aggro? That's not something I want on magic. The heck? Okay, we can actually buy monster ingredients here. It's kind of crazy. That would actually help us remake some of our old weapons, but we'd also need a ton of money, which I could use the DLC for. Okay, according to the internet, to get the iron pipe, I actually have to complete an arena challenge with Alphen. So I guess I'll sell for this one instead, huh? Problem is, it's gonna be super expensive, even with DLC. Since the Renans came, allocating houses has become a pain in the ass again. They always have something to complain about the houses we prepared for them. I thought now I could finally settle down in my own house now, but it's getting noisy after Renans came. Maybe it would have been better if the two worlds hadn't merged at all. That's not true. The Blazing Sword doesn't make mistakes. Just when we finally got rid of all the Bright Eyes, now they're back strutting around like they own the place. I can't take it. Now the city's rebuilt. The evacuees that lived upstairs to the left. It's now a storage room for supplies. Alright, let's go ahead and equip some new weapons that I can just buy ingredients for and craft. Yes, I'll buff until I can become strong enough to get the Realm Unifier. It's not gonna be easy getting that iron pipe again. Okay, I got everyone...
Bit of an exaggeration, though.
I got everyone their weapon upgrades, but apparently the mausoleums will contain even better stuff. But probably not as good as the Fell Arms, of course. Mantid Claw.
What's this thing?
People are so used to fighting Zeugles that we're just finding parts lying around randomly in the streets, huh? That people probably dropped while delivering them. Why can't we cross the bridge? Because some scary people will do bad things to us. Come on, come now, let's go play inside. See that band of dust that stretches across the sky? They say that's all that remains of Renan, I guess. Too bad that the damn Brights didn't get turned to dust along with it. If they had, none of this. I'm here to ensure no Dahnans enter a Renan residential corridor. This is our city, but it doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't make any sense, but we have no choice if we want to avoid more trouble. Segregation, huh? The bridge is the border between the Dahnan and Renan's residential quarters. Don't go crossing it unless you need to. If only it were as simple as the beastlings and the humans and Octopath. Just share some jerky. This is the edge of the Renan residential corridor. No Renans are allowed to be on this point. I think they would have a common enemy in all the random uncontrollable Zeugles, but it's not that simple. It's not like fighting those shadow creatures that unite both villages. I'm worried sick that the Renans may cause yet another uproar. What the?
It's good to see you guys, but with the city being so on edge, it's hard to relax.
The Renans and Dahnans here don't trust each other. This place is a far cry from Vicente.
What about Pelagian? You took in most of the refugees from Lenegis, didn't you?
I've settled them on different levels of the city, so contact between the two cultures is minimal.
Better to gather all the Renans in one place to avoid unnecessary conflicts, huh?
And with the Lord guy here in charge, no one can do anything too crazy.
Come on. He's carrying out his duties as the Renan representative.
But if that's true, are you sure it's okay to leave the city?
Fortunately, I have people there I can rely on. Leaving for a short while shouldn't be a problem.
And Kisara, you're the captain of those new troops in Vicente, right?
That's right, the Service Corps. We're made up of former members of the Guard and armored soldiers. We serve as the people's shield in the new era. I'm not used to teaching so many new recruits, but I'm managing somehow.
Rinwell, you're in Vicente too, aren't you? Is your nose still stuck in a book all the time?
Yep. There are too many books to read, so I always end up cooped up at home.
Hey, you go out sometimes, like when you're investigating the ruins.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, not really. It's just that sometimes I guard caravans as part of the Crimson Crows, you know? So whenever I stop by Vicente, I pop in to help with stuff. Anyway, what have you been up to, Alphen?
Are you and Shionne still traveling around as usual?
Yeah, I don't feel ready to settle down in one place just yet. Shionne?
Sorry, it's been a while, but it doesn't feel like anyone's changed, you know?
You're right. It really feels like the old days.
I know we've got a lot of catching up to do, but Nazamil must be getting bored by now.
You're right. Sorry, Nazamil.
I don't mind. I wonder what the Renans here were doing when Nazamil was being chased down. She doesn't seem too excited to see them.
You think they had something to do with it?
I'm not sure. It's possible.
Damn embedded's pushing their luck. We gave up our weapons as a condition to live here, but they think we'll do everything we're told. They've got everything coming. Spirit Tail.
What's this thing?
Oh, they're already setting up their tech here. I know you. You're Alphen, the Blazing Sword, destroyer of Lenegus. It's because of you that our lives were turned upside down. Do you come here to rub in our faces?
So from the Renans' perspective, I'm some kind of terrible destroyer.
Accepting their definition ignores all the good you've done. Don't forget what you were fighting for.
Yeah, if we didn't do that, the Helgen Quill and the Great Spirit would have destroyed the Renans eventually. The supplies of Dahnan shared with us are dwindling. They must be holding them back just to flex their authority over us. Lord Doline preaches about coexistence with Dahnans, but it sure doesn't seem like that's what the Dahnans want.
A year ago, on Lenegus, I called for solidarity. However, things have not gone as I had hoped.
The divisions brought by class and race are similar, but not quite the same.
Why do we gotta stuck up to the embeddeds? They're slaves! You must be patient, our opportunity will come. Once it does, our roles will be reversed once more. The supplies we brought from Lenegus are close to drained. We're running out of ways to support ourselves on our own, having to rely on the mercy of lowly embeddeds. Port. There's a landslide up ahead that's gonna take some time to clear. The Blazing Sword! Oh no! Oh no, someone help! They've shared their food and residences with us. Perhaps we should show some more gratitude to the Dahnans. Keep your voice down. You don't want the wrong people hearing you talk like that. Wait, are you guys? Please, it took us so long for us to make it this far. I beg of you, don't force us out again. The Renan residential quarter starts here. Don't dally about. The band across the sky is a constant reminder that our Lenegus is lost forever. Oh, how I wish we could return there.
Nazamil? What are you doing back here?
Away with you! You don't belong here. How many times do we have to say it?
How could you say such a thing? She's a Renan just like you, and a child at that.
If it isn't the Blazing Sword, the very person who destroyed our society, you're one to talk.
You Renans value lineage and social standing, don't you? Nazamil is the daughter of a lord.
Her father was a lord, yes. He was the esteemed Lord Urwagil Hildress, the former Water Lord.
Urwagil, the lord who preceded Volron.
But that girl's mother is just some embedded nobody!
Her mother is a Dahnan?
The blood of a glorious lord mixed with that of a lowly slave. It's repugnant.
That girl is no Renan. Every one of us here agrees on that.
Hey! bastards just spewed their hatred and left.
A child with both Dahnan and Renan blood. Is that even possible?
In the old world, I'd heard rumors that it happened on rare occasions, but not of any children that reached her age.
You knew this would happen, didn't you? Why didn't you say something, even though you knew it would be painful?
It was too much to explain, and I'm in no pain.
But it's wrong to judge someone because of how they were born.
Let's go back to look for Bayfon. It's better than staying here.
I think we're gonna get a Mythos 2.0.
You said you weren't in any pain, but is that really true?
Why do you ask?
Is it possible you just got used to the pain?
I can't remember.
I heard Nazamil was born to Lord Urwagil when he arrived on Dahna as an attendant. After that, he took her back to Lenegus. I don't know if it's because she was unusual or something, but I don't think it was a wise move.
So Nazamil is Urwagil's daughter.
Did you know him?
We were acquaintances, but we never saw eye to eye.
All this stuff is awful compared to what we used to be able to get back on Lenegus. There's talk that Alphen the Blazing Sword is in town. The destroyer that robbed us of our home. Is he here to threaten us further? It's a true pity to see the statue of Lord Almadria in such a state of disrepair. Can nothing be done about it, I wonder? Hey, we were about like girl Nazamil? Shush, don't even say her name. Our Renan lineage must be protected with the utmost caution. No one's allowed past here, especially Renans, get it?
I see a cat. I wonder how Zari's doing.
Can we interact with that cat at all for some achievement? No. Do we have to look for owls in this game too? Because I noticed Rinwell has ridiculously high magic stats right now. I think it's because I learned her. I think it's because I relearned her owl passive that boosts her depending on how many owls are discovered. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but it is kind of ridiculously high right now. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hey, Blazing Sword. I heard you were spotted in this area, so I came to get you. You're here to see Bayfon, right? Yeah, yes, about the mausoleum. Great to hear. It's a relief we found it, but clearing out is a bit of a tall order for the likes of us. The sparkling stuff in the air is because of the mausoleums, ain't it? I heard it's astral energy, but what an eyesore.
Yeah.
Yes, it's astral energy left over from when the twin worlds merged. Normally it would be absorbed in matter, but the mausoleums are preventing that from happening. Because of that, Dahna and Renan aren't able to fully merge into one. What even caused these mausoleums? That isn't what the mausoleums are intended for, and who knows what kinds of effects it could cause if left unchecked. That's why this year, past year, we've been traveling around sealing every mausoleum we can find. They're machines from the original Renan, aren't they? Don't much care for the sound of that. It's all way above my head, but for now it's good to know you're on top of it. Bayfon is in the residential core on our side of town. Go pay him a visit. People on the other side of the people on the other side of the bridge do bad stuff? Yes, it's just how they are. Come on, play with your friends over on this side.
What a nice breeze. I bet laundry would dry in a jiffy.
For sure. To be honest, I never really liked how windy it is here, but if I think of it as drying people's laundry, it's a little easier to see it in a positive light.
Indeed. Kisara has always had a knack for finding the positive, even in everyday things.
I was just sharing a thought I had. That's all.
As you can see, the city's been divided in two ever since the Renans came. Why do you have new dialogue? We felt bad and allowed them to live here, but I don't know if that was the right decision. Do you have any idea what who that is with you? That's the daughter of a lord. Disarmament was supposedly a condition for Renans to live here, but are we sure they can be trusted? Their attitudes certainly don't suggest as much. It's better to be safe than sorry. Immediately after liberation, there was a strong, almost tangible desire for peace. That's all changed since the Renans came. There are some who would have us drive the Renans out with force. They don't understand how volatile the situation is.
Bayfon.
Wow, look who it is. It's been a while, hasn't it? Huh? Nazamil. Ah, thank goodness you're safe. So, some of the refugees we took in from Lenegus knew of Nazamil's identity, huh?
The situation in Niez is delicate, to say the least. So I thought it would be better if I sent her to Vicente.
I guess some unhappy residents went after her before she could make it there.
Yeah, that's why I went looking for her as soon as I found out. It's fortunate that you found her first. I would just send her off on her way, but she may be attacked again.
Yes, that is true. However, it would be just as dangerous for her to stay here, too.
Well, okay then. Why don't we escort her to Vicente ourselves?
But what about while we're at the mausoleum? Things being as they are, she can't just wait around here.
Or we could take her with us to the mausoleum. It's dangerous to send her off, and it's dangerous for her to stay. She'll be safest with us there to protect her.
I'm fine with protecting her, but doesn't the mausoleum have its own dangers?
You're right, that is a concern. However, with all of us there, I think we'll be okay.
Sounds good to me. After all, it's better to stick together than split up.
We can head back to Vicente after we finished at the mausoleum. Is that okay with you, Nazamil?
Sure.
Just where is the mausoleum anyway?
In the ruins at Adan Lake. It's pretty deep in, so you'll need to be cautious.
Subquest. Talking to someone with alert icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn you rewards and you can accept as many of them as you like. You also check each of their objectives from the activity records.
It's easy to forget in Menancia, but the enmity between Dahnans and Renans still runs deep.
Hearts and minds cannot change as quickly as circumstances. We must be patient.
I guess that's a mature way of looking at it.
Nazamil showed up unexpectedly before the refugees came from Lenegus. She was awfully quiet. I had no idea how to interact with her. Take care of Nazamil. I've been asking the Darkwings for help, but they seem busy and keep putting it off. They're talking about weapons. Sheesh, what's the point of even being an autonomous organization? What do you want?
Yeah!
Hey, you guys, sorry to ask this, but can you lend us a hand? Sure, no problem.
Hey!
Do you really want to make promises that casually? Well, he'll probably pay us for monster parts, maybe. Well, it looks like they're all strong people. We can't just ignore them. So what do you want us to do? We're going to be making more flags for a Darkwing, so we need to gather more materials. Thing is, there are Zoogles hanging around where the materials are. It's difficult collecting them safely. Can you guys take care of them?
All right!
That's the kind of stuff we do best. We'll take them down in a snap.
Just a minute.
Wait, so you guys are making flags. Is there any reason to go through all that danger to make them? Yeah, I figured if we put up a flag and claim that this is a Dahnan city, the Renans who always complain will understand. Say what? Are you crazy? That's like picking a fight of them. I agree. Even if that's not your intention, it's definitely not going to help things. If you work for Bayfon, you should know how hard he's trying to improve the relationship with Renans. Why would you do something to ruin that? Or if Father Ruckus, if the Ruckus calmed down, the city would be more peaceful. Bayfon is dealing with business while making sure not to cause tension. I respect him for that.
Oh?
Well, it seems like he was actually moved by Law's words. I'm amazed. Amazed? Why do I get a feeling I'm being insulted? Well, whatever. Anyway, we're not going to help with an idea like that. Hey, you might not... You know, the idea of putting up a flag might not be bad in itself. If we could get... Maybe we could get some volunteers from the Renan side to help us design the flag. Then it can be considered a sort of flag of unity. What do you mean?
Well?
Not for showing off the Renans, but you can make a new flag to symbolize the coexistence of Renans and Dahnans. Hopefully, people would feel the same if you're working for the same city under the same flag. It doesn't matter where you're from. Let me think. How about putting the rose of unity on the flag? Oh, the bicolored flowers are considered a symbol of the new world, right? The two colors represent Dahna and Rena's light and dark elements.
Oh, wow!
That's a good idea. Every time they see a flag, it will remind them that both Renans and Dahnans are living in the same city. It might not happen right away, but it sounds like a good place to start. I see. I didn't think it could be used like that. But maybe we'll convince Bayfon that that's the case.
Shionne?
Why don't we help them out? Help create a new flag. It doesn't seem to be an EX quest, so I don't think it's going to override any of my other things. Alright, let's lend them a hand. This was my suggestion in the first place, after all. Really great. Thank you so much. Now we can help out Bayfon.
Just great.
Seems like you got that over that quickly.
Yeah!
Alright, let's take those Zoogles out and come right back. Meaning of the flag, but where are these enemies anyway?
The smallest spark could set these Dahnans and Renans against each other. Glad we managed to extinguish this one early, Just thinking about how tense the situation is makes me anxious.
It is a deep-rooted issue that will not easily be solved.
True. It will need to be dealt with eventually.
And we have to do whatever we can to see it through.
Apparently some people are trying to argue this city belongs to the Dahnans, but all they really do is antagonize the Renans. Step right up and see what we've got for sale. Now that we got much, I wish we could at least get safe shipments from the port. The path from Niez to the port is full of Zugel, so transporting goods is a struggle. Adan Lake is where we need to worry about things, huh? Wait, we can't even fast travel here yet. What? That's weird. I guess there's something in the hills that we need to worry about first. We don't have enough people or supplies, and the reconstruction outside the city is floundering. On top of that, we got the babysit Renans. I wonder how long things can continue like this.
How?
Lord Dohali, may I have a few minutes of your time?
All right.
Sounds like it's urgent. Yes, it's a very pressing issue. I'm in charge of the food on the rain side, but we're running out of supplies. I can hardly cook anything, and my family is famished. If this keeps up, we will all starve to death.
Well...
I've heard a food shortage is not, in Niez is not a serious problem thanks to relief supplies from other countries and the city's self-sufficiency. That's supposed to be the case, but somehow those supplies haven't reached us Renans. There's plenty of food in the sea. Why isn't it given out to everyone equally? Perhaps the Dahnans are doing so on purpose. On purpose? Why would they do that? The Dahnans are in charge of distributing the food, so they might be reducing our share as an act of revenge against us Renans. So residents of Niez may have a grudge against Renans because of what happened in the past, but I doubt anyone would go that far. No, I'm sure they're delighted to see us suffer. Such underhanded harassment. Dahnans must not have the ability to think rationally. We don't know for sure yet, right? Maybe it hasn't reached you for some other reason, like Zugel attacks, because they're everywhere, apparently. No one's talking to you. Lord Olim, can you please convince those Dahnans for us? I understand the issue. However, I would first like to clarify one thing. Even the harassment is true and the culprit is Dahnan, your attitude is most offensive. Stop lumping Dahnans together and making such discriminatory remarks. Those days are over. And your attitude toward my friend is the equivalent of an insult to me. I will not overlook it. Oh, please forgive me.
Okay.
Now, let's think over the issue at hand. First and foremost, we must solve the current food shortage. As for doubts you have, we'll consider them afterwards. We must prioritize our day-to-day lives above conflict. You're right, my lord.
Alphen.
What do you say, Alphen? In the meantime, why don't we go gather some food ourselves? Agree. Right, it's hard to feel good when you're hungry. We'll take care of it ourselves. It's settled then. We'll take care of this issue, so why don't you wait with your family?
Running out of food is a serious issue, no matter the reason. No one should have to stop eating before they're full.
That hits a bit different coming from you.
Let us resolve this matter with haste.
What the?
Okay!
We have a word with you. Before you head to the mausoleum, I have some good news for you. Good news, you say? Yeah, it's about to line up at the shop. They started carrying Zugel materials. Okay, so that's going to happen no matter what. No matter my save file. Thanks to the reconstruction, we've been able to establish a fairly stable distribution network. I'll give you some samples, so give it a try. If you like, be sure to take a look in the store too. Yeah, I already used it to upgrade all my stuff. Got it, thanks. Craft something. Yeah, they sell materials for weapons. But I still have to gather the materials for accessories manually and take the long path of just farming 1 million of those to upgrade everything. Alright.
Adan Lake? Gonna be tricky with all those giant Zugels running around.
Oh? I would have assumed you'd be itching for an excuse to fight them.
Well, you know, I'm a bit more of a grown-up now.
I don't think that's something actual grown-ups say.
We need to gather materials for weapons, but Torben seems like his mind is elsewhere. It's all very troubling.
What?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing here?
You
work for Bayfon, Torben, right? If you intend to have a conversation with us, I will respectfully ask you to refrain from the kind of attitude you previously took towards Rinwell. I know, I don't mean to say anything to offend you guys. I'm fine, it doesn't bother me anymore. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. I've seen you a few times at the library in Vicent. What were you doing there? I tried talking to you, but you're always gone so soon I never had a chance.
What?
I was researching something. Anyway, I have to get back to work. We're gathering materials in the Dark Wings.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you. You don't need to apologize. It's just that we're in a rush to get the materials for weapons. We don't have enough weapons for stuff like escorting transports of goods. I heard the Dark Wings are currently in charge of Mog Star's autonomy. which means the procurement of weapons is a future task to maintain the security of Niez.
Yeah!
Yeah, the others already have their hands full, so I'll have to do something quickly.
Hey!
I see. Well, I'm indebted to the Darkwing, so if you're in a rush, I can help you if you like. What do you mean? Would you rather not have me? That's not what I meant. Why are you offering to help someone like me? I mean, you're in need of help, aren't you? I just thought I could help in some way. I don't need... No, actually, it would help a bunch if you could.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. It's always better to have more people. You don't mind me helping him, right? Accept.
Okay.
Understood. We'll do what we can. I appreciate it. Let me write down the materials. Oh, and also...
What?
Oh, what is it? Something on my face? Nothing like that. Just let me know when you gather the materials. Right, got it. Ignorance of knowledge.
He only acted strange when he was talking to Rinwell.
But it seemed to me that his attitude had changed a little.
Yeah. He was missing that sense of ill will he had before.
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
We don't have enough Zoogle parts to provide a stable supply of weapons. So we'll have to go fight some Zoogles. Wait, we don't even have the weapons to fight for more weapons! Right, we're stuck in this hopeless situation. Didn't you guys have a bunch of parts in the inn? The heck? Use those to make, like, all this fancy equipment I have here. If you go down the hill and through the rocks, you'll find Adan Lake. Zoogles are roaming around, so be careful if you're heading there. Thanks to the merging of the world, so weather is getting pleasant around here too. But just when I thought I could relax in my new home, the arrival of the brides ruined everything. I know, right? After finally becoming free, it's like starting all over again. Hopefully the Blazing Sword will shut them up like before. This Rose of Unity has been popping up all over the place since about a year ago. The bicolor flowers are beautiful, but there's something eerie about them. Yikes, I do not like those boar-type enemies. They're such a pain to deal with.
This is what we were asked to get. What?
It's been so long since we all fought together like this.
I hope we're not too rusty.
We've got to remember each other's attack rhythms.
Okay, you two. Enough chit-chat.
Holy land! A pain between heaven and earth.
Tornado drop!
I tornado!
No armor can stop me!
Sweet dreams!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Okay. Yeah, this is... I do not like armadillos.
Looks like we got them all.
They move a lot, and they have that... and they have armor. Give me all the potatoes.
Might go well in that new recipe.
Can't wait to see what you make.
You're the one making it. I feel like somebody's watching us.
Yeah!
Hey, you guys are... Have we met before?
You're...
I think I recognize you. Weren't you on Mahavar's ship before? Yeah, thanks for remembering me. I'm actually on land now. The port is blocked off right now for expansion work. They're saying there'll be more trade in the future. And yet the ship went bad at the same time. Mahavar is running around trying to raise money, so we're split up right now. Doesn't look like you're going through a hard time. So what are you doing here? On my way back from petitioning the Darkwings and Niez to exterminate the Zoogles in Aqfotle Hills. For real? Fighting Zoogles? Why would you sailors care about that? Once the ship's finished, we'll be transporting supplies and fish from the port to Niez for trading. And we'll have to pass through these hills to do that. It'd be nice to make sure it's safe in the meantime.
Right.
Obviously, we're looking ahead to the future. I'm sure Mahavar is doing his best right now, so we gotta do what we can too. The Darkwings seem to be busy now with problems in Niez. No telling when they'll be able to work on this.
Alright!
And how about we handle the Zoogles for you? You would do that? We'll handle it.
Let's go!
If it's a Zoogle biking you want, and we're the best in the biz. Sounds perfect. Appreciate the help. Leave it to us.
Mahavar is quite an impressive man. He's gone from being a tool of the Renans to having his own boat, as well as the people's adoration.
When his ship got sucked down into the sea, I was sure he was a goner. It was such a relief to find out he's okay.
A captain's got to be tough as nails if he wants to lead his crew.
I know Darkwings are busy, but I wish they'd focus a little more on keeping the road safe.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
You're mine! I'm not done!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
God damn. The consorts of the easy Zoogles. 500 gold. Okay.
There it is. That's our target.
Mage types.
Get lost.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Alright, leveled up.
Death is done.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Paralysis Stinger.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
Okay, let's get him.
Get lost.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! Strike!
Mega Ray!
Rising Falcon! Azure Storm!
Awaken and wreak havoc!
A whirling trouble.
Gotta make sure you use a few flaming edges here and there.
Out enough of these Zoogles by now, right? It should be safer for a while.
All right, let's report back to Mahabar's crew.
Get me some of that pepper. Wait, I don't think that's the right type of pepper. Shoot. Yeah, this flaming edges cost a lot. Even with the SP boosting stuff, it's still gonna take a while to grind it all up, huh? Make sure to grab some resources. Astral ores. I'll get this stuff marked off as soon as possible. What the heck is going on here? The port is currently being expanded, so we can't send off any ships. That's why we need to get rid of the Zoogles on the path from the port to Niez and secure a safe path for trade. But we're sailors, we're not cut out for fighting Zoogles. You know, a lot of places are blocked off to probably prevent having to rewrite too much NPC dialogue.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Kill everything and reacquaint myself with the controls. Reestablish camping point. Good. And think about my recipe situation too. Rice. Almadria's old lab. The terrain of Estelua Forest has changed due to the merging of the worlds. Stay away from the buildings, they can collapse at any time. From what I hear, old buildings are collapsing not just here, but all over the world. It's just like with Tales of Symphonia, once the worlds merged, everything got messed up, and two dungeons from two separate worlds actually merged into one, I think. And even some roads are impassable. You guys be careful too. How do you miss this old crystal here? I don't know if it's because of prejudice, but it doesn't seem reluctant to distribute food. People are gonna starve at this rate. I don't know what we'd do if we hadn't been doing some farming.
Let's go!
We defeated Zoogles around here like you asked.
All right!
I knew behind you. Trade's gonna be a lot easier now. But it's not like all the Zoogles are gone. You should still be careful when passing through. Thanks for a tip. You've made things so much better. I don't think I can thank you enough. No worries, man. We help you out because this is our passion too.
Okay!
It is? I get it now. You must love ships too.
What?
I'm not talking about ships. I'm probably talking about beating up monsters. Oh, come on. I love ships too. The love of ships is common to all mankind, is it not? Or if you say so, I do know the feeling of loving what's important to you. Exactly. The ships are a treasure. You think so too, right, young lady? Actually, I don't like traveling by ship. Just thinking about it's making her seasick, huh? Well, now that you've told me how you really feel, I hope we can meet again. Take care. Ironic considering she's the fishing expert of the group. Got some nice stuff from that.
There's something liberating about sea travel. Mahavar and his crew seem so free.
I think you'd make a great sailor, Law.
I'd probably enjoy sailing as well, if I didn't get so seasick.
You can transfer goods more safely now, thanks to you. We'll be calling on the Dark Wings again for an escort. The trade route must be secured. However, we're doing our best on land too. Photo mode. Okay.
They say the mausoleum is deep inside the Adan Lake ruins.
Stay close, Nazamil.
I'll be fine.
Nazamil, get back!
Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
One more!
Rising
A
Wyvern!
wailing banshee of lightning!
Come one, come all!
Oh man.
Good job, Rinwell.
You know,
Your studies are paying off.
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Right, here goes! My turn! All yours! Azure Storm! Masterful dash!
go get him, Shionne! Thanks for cheering us on, Hoodle.
Hoodle is very adept at hiding during battle.
Yeah, when he was smaller, we used to practice hiding a lot to make sure he could do it well.
Oh, so that's why the inside of Rinwell's hood looks more fluffy during battle.
Pulls.
I know it'll be fine, but I'm always hesitant to let the blazing sword get wet.
I told you, don't worry about it. Our sword will be fine.
Our sword? How things change.
Is that the Zugel we're looking for?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Breathe the storm! Come on, take that! I tornado! The blazing sword's on fire! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Something wrong, Nazamil?
Don't relax yet. This isn't
I think
over.
we've taken out enough Zugels, don't you?
I agree. Let's report back to Niez.
There's something in the water.
That's right, it's a fishing spot near the campsite. I have to remember how to fish. Select rod and lure. I have a bunch of these now.
Where might those fish be?
Oh, is the fishing guide still the same in the here though? I don't know.
Reel it in.
Yeah, I do not remember the mechanics at all. I think I got lucky that time.
That wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
All my records got reset as well, but is there anyone to even show these fish to? Is there an actual point to fishing here other than selling them? Dang it. Yeah, thanks to the DLC, I have all the fishing equipment already, but otherwise you would actually have to buy it from the owl forest. And that would come way later. I would have to return to Cyslodia for that. Why can't I interact with the campsite? Not even for, like, cooking and stuff. Well, that's gonna be a problem. I have to use the inn to cook then. And there's a giant Miniboss Zugel that I could kill right there.
Gotcha!
Beat the Zugels? Alright, now we can get to working on our flags. That's about as much as we can do to help. We're leaving the rest of you. Alright, leave it to me. To be honest, I still don't like too well with the Renans sometimes.
Say what?
What, you're still talking this nonsense? I mean, we finally got our city back from the Renans, but now we're back again. But I do respect Bayfon, and I want to believe in his beliefs as my own. I'm torn between my own feelings towards the Renans and my desire to help Bayfon. I see. Well, let me give you more advice. Don't lump all Renans together. Because of the history of hating each other, it's hard for both Renans and Dahnans to change their minds anytime soon. we look at each one as an individual just like yourself, you should be able to see what kind of person they are. We weren't on such good terms at first either. You know, things started off pretty rough for us, actually. Even you guys were like that, so I guess there are Renans like you out there too. I understand. I'll try to look at Renans as fellow humans from now on.
Yes.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah!
Everyone's on the edge with the world suddenly changing. We gotta stay calm and keep going. Alright.
I hope Niez can change too.
Seeing his mind change like that, it gave me hope that we're making progress, little by little.
Well, well, Law. That doesn't sound like you.
What can I say? I'm wise beyond my years.
Yeesh, don't be so humble. Though, I guess you have been a bit more reliable lately.
Now we're making a flag with a design of the Rose of Unity. I'm starting to feel it's all real. I was surprised myself, but I'm actually hoping that Dahnans and Renans can live together in peace like that flower. And I hope I can relearn how to actually play this game.
That one seems strong.
Is it just me, or do you seem excited at the thought?
Azure Storm!
I'll face you. Resonate with the earth.
Flew away!
Stalagmite.
Raining flower!
Flew away. Rending you apart.
Raining
Bloody hell. In the soil. Awaken and wreak havoc.
Where are you going?
Lost in pain. Masterful dash.
Raining flower! Incineration wave!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that. Ice tornado!
Raining flower! Incineration wave!
Here's a healing archer! I can first aid!
Azure Storm!
The power of the blazing sword is so overwhelming.
It is. It's a power I cannot wield without Shionne. Both for the sword itself and her healing afterward.
Yeah, those burns always look so painful.
In the soil. Awaken and wreak havoc. Now you see what I can do. Masterful dash. On your knees.
Raining flash! Flew away! Azure Storm!
Spirits within the soil.
Oh, come on. I need to get the passive that increases my boost gauge. Because I need to be able to use these things at any time.
Here I go.
Oh, but yeah, way too little too late.
Come forth, holy glimmer!
Azure Storm!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Another incantation ruined. It could be abyssal deep.
Not today!
Feel it.
Azure Storm!
Aqua serpent.
Magic is there!
Raining
Cyclone!
Shattering the
Pieces! Attack time!
Amazing.
May 1,000 gales carry you to trial!
awaken and wreak havoc.
One more time!
Azure
Hear
Storm!
my call!
Elfin, what happened? They're in pretty rough shape.
Sorry. It's my fault. Shionne should be able to fix me up in no time, though.
Oh,
Awaken
so
and
that's
wreak
how it is.
havoc.
I guess when you're fighting together, you really rely on Shionne, huh?
Yeah. I kinda let my guard
get
down
out of
knowing
this.
you all got my back.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Flew away!
Come forth!
Incineration chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Couldn't end up with Mystic Art. Yeah, Overlimit is really unpredictable in this game. They're kind of using this...
Tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Yeah, you're using the Symphonia method. You can't predict your overlimit. You can't control when it activates. I don't know why you decided to take a step back in terms of overlimit activation like that, though. Vesperia had the best overlimit system. Several levels of overlimit that you can activate on demand. You can use it strategically to stagger the enemy as well. Yes. And since you have pickup arts, you can also pick up the enemy after overlimit knocks them down to continue your combo. Yes, those were the glory days of overlimit. Now overlimit just... I think Tales of Hearts also had something similar to Vesperia's overlimit system. Yes, those were the golden days. Okay, I got the last of the wolf drops that Torvin needed. This should be everything you asked for. Right, appreciate it. Let us know if you need anything, help with anything else. Well, we'll be going now. Hey, wait, I wanted to apologize to you. I was cruel to you before. I really regret what I said to you then. Apologize? Oh, it's okay. You were in a different situation at that time, right? No, I knew nothing about you. I was just scared just because you can use astral arts. I've been researching Dahnan magic and mages since then.
Huh?
Research? You mean you were at the library in Vicent to research about magic? Yeah, but I could hardly find any books about magic. But I did find an old book that said mages who did good for the people were feared and persecuted. I realized I did the same thing to you, fearing you for your power, even after everything you did for us. And that's how you've come to change your mind. Yeah, so I want to apologize for what I did. I'm truly sorry.
Got it.
Oh, thanks, Torben. I'm glad I know there are people like you. I know there are many who still find this frightening, but we'll do our best to clear up everyone's confusion. You really are a good person. I can't believe I was such an idiot. Everyone makes mistakes. I think what's important is being able to correct those mistakes when you realize you made them.
Okay.
That's a nice ideal, but I bet there are very few people who can actually do that.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm married for that, Torben. If there's anything you want to know about magic, feel free to ask me anytime. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to hurt anyone again because of my ignorance. Alright. Happy ending, sort of.
Torben really gave me a lot of courage.
Right? Some people like him actually try to understand mages. And I think a lot of that is thanks to your efforts, Rinwell.
I hope someday everyone has a proper understanding of magic.
Thanks for providing the Zoogle parts. This makes our job a lot easier. Maybe that's why Torben keeps going to Vicent whenever he has a break from work. But things feel a little brighter than before. Maybe I've gotten more optimistic. Thanks for helping me out another time. This will help us maintain a steady supply of weapons to keep the Darkwing strong. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I want to at least find Adan Pepper before ending the video. Even if I don't go into the mausoleum itself.
The mausoleum is just up ahead, huh?
Careful. There might be Zoogles around, so... what?
Oh, that wasn't you? Then...
Are you hungry?
No, that wasn't...
It's perfectly normal for your stomach to growl when you're hungry. It's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed about.
As long as it's not you, I guess.
What was that?
Nothing. It's not a good idea to take on a mausoleum on an empty stomach. Why don't we eat first?
Great idea, Alphen.
Oh, it's been a while since I last had Kisara's cooking.
We're not putting it all in Kisara. We're going to cook together.
Really, I'm not...
It seems everyone's in the mood to cook. If it's not too much trouble, we'd love for you to join us.
I had an idea for something we could make with what we have on hand, but it looks like I'm still short on a few ingredients. Luckily, I think we can find them around here.
No problem. Let's start looking.
Nazamil, do you have any foods you particularly like or dislike?
Not really.
Nothing in particular? That would make you a lot easier to deal with than a certain somebody.
Hey! Don't act like I'm a picky eater!
No one said she was talking about you.
Wheat. Potatoes. I need that for a quest as well. Tomato.
Play nice with Hoodle, okay, Nazamil?
Has he always been your pet?
We've been together for years now, but he's more like family than a pet.
Family.
Protect ring.
This'll make us even more formidable.
It's been a while since we all ate together. I'm looking forward to this.
That's fine. Just don't make anything spicy.
I know, I know.
Okay, got some chunks.
Hey, isn't that what we're looking for?
Oh, wait! It's right here.
Why is there Dahnan? Where's our Renan device there? That's so weird. Whatever, Adan Pepper.
What's this thing?
Well, that's strange. I wasn't expecting us to find a teleporter while looking for ingredients.
I wonder where it leads.
Regrettably, it looks like this one's target coordinates were never set. Until someone enters a destination, it's useless.
It's weird to find a teleporter out on its own like this.
Nazamil, everything okay? What is that? Some kind of decoration?
Looks like a Dahnan relic. This is a land full of ruins, so it's not at all unusual.
That looks familiar for some reason. I'm sure I've seen it before. That's right! It's a good luck charm! I saw an illustration in an old book once.
Does it have some kind of special power?
Nah, nothing like that. This is the sort of thing you give to your family, or someone special, so you can feel connected with them, no matter how far apart you may be.
I guess the way people express their feelings is the same now as it was back then.
I don't need it. I don't have anyone like that.
Well, in that case, can I hold on to it then?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay. Why don't we head for the campsite and start cooking?
Bonding charm. We're friends now, sort of. I wonder if we'll get coordinates in the story, or is maybe an optional boss thing, I don't know. YOLO!
We've got all the ingredients, so now it's time to show everyone what I can do.
Isn't this exciting, Nazamil?
Huh?
I hope they unlock quick travel now.
This time of night ever makes me feel so alive.
What goes on inside that head?
No reminiscing. Immediately cook. Social Mabo Curry. It's a new one. Oh no, I'm definitely gonna need to find 2 more peppers later, huh? All elemental damage taken minus 30. I guess, yeah. It's kind of like the the vitamin fruit smoothie that she was making earlier. Yeah, vitamin smoothie, sort of. Is it, or is it making me do less damage? I don't know.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Social Mabo Curry.
I'm stuffed. It's nice eating with everyone like this, don't you think?
Indeed. It feels so liberating to relax under this beautiful sky. Moments like these are priceless.
Especially given how much you've been cooped up in your office lately. You've earned a break.
Hey, you okay? You don't look too good. Are you feeling sick?
I'm fine. It's just that it's a little uncomfortable. I've almost never eaten with others.
Oh, because both Dahnans and Renans. Well, what about your family?
I don't know anything about my mother. I've never met her.
What about your father?
My father would only visit when he needed me for something. And when he did, he would yell and beat me. The other members of my house did the same.
What?
So no, we didn't share meals.
Well then, I guess that makes us the first.
Huh?
Let me tell you a secret. You see, when you eat with people you're close to, it always makes food taste that much better.
Why is that?
That's a good question.
I suppose it's because when we share the same food, we're also sharing the joy of it.
Not only that, conversations are more lively when you're eating good food, too.
Food tastes better when it's shared.
There's more to a meal than simply filling your stomach. And knowing that is part of what motivates people to cook a good meal.
The food was really good.
Let's eat together again, okay?
I really need to give Law a weapon skin. It's really weird having all those lighting effects during skits and such. Social Marble Curry recipe can now be used, huh? A memorable dish to party first day with Nazamil. Every time I eat it, it reminds them of the joy of sharing a meal.
Our bellies are full, so now let's burn off those calories by finding the mausoleum.
Take this seriously, would you? Nazamil's going to get tired of your stupid jokes.
Jeez, I wasn't even joking. You know, there's something about Nazamil that reminds me of Dohalim. She's
elegant.
Yes, exactly!
My family was strict about manners.
No surprise there, your father being a lord. Law, you can be so insensitive sometimes.
I don't mind. My house is gone now anyway.
That was back on Lenegis, right? When did you come down to Dahna?
When my father joined the crown contest as a lord. We came down together.
Oh yeah, Ganeth Harrows, right? But didn't Voron...
Why are you asking anyway?
Why? The more we know about each other, the quicker we can become friends, right?
Is that how all of you became friends?
I suppose so. Getting to know each other is an important step in learning to understand one another. It can be difficult to trust a stranger, but once you understand them better, you can move toward becoming friends. Still, why don't we change the topic to something more cheerful?
I don't know any cheerful topics.
Shopkeeper here. The ruins are overrun with weeds, proof of the constant cycle of time. All things change with time. Same stuff as the other shops. But I really need to get that pipe someday. Wait, I can still use my ranch, really? Huh. I guess Lost still has a say in how it's run. Oh, I just realized the dragon is actually guarding some peppers.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Yes!
We having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
We've gathered enough food supplies. Now to deliver it to the Renans in Niez.
Dang, if only I knew that earlier, I would have been able to clear that quest way faster. There's actually another Adan Pepper site here. I think the thing is that the Adan Pepper spots do not appear until you do that story event. Otherwise, it would be very silly of the party to want to go to that specific spot to get the pepper. Yes, now it's just sprouting everywhere. In way more places than before to make it easier to farm. Why does this merchant have new dialogue? Some travelers cleared away the Zugals on the road, so now more merchandise can arrive. If I ever meet them, I'd like to offer my personal thanks. Oh, that's why, because I did some quests. It actually affects some of the dialogue. We've got some food for you. This should keep your bellies full for a while. Thank you. Now my family won't go hungry.
I guess.
The crisis is out of the way for now, but we still need to fix the problem of the food not reaching the Renans. Indeed, we must investigate the troop. I suppose we can start by talking to whoever is in charge of food distribution. I think that's a waste of time. The guys in charge of distribution are all liars. Actually, while you were getting food for us, I spoke with the Dahnans in charge of food distribution. They said it can't be helped because they temporarily don't have enough manpower to transport them. So they say they're not trying to harass you. That's what the Dahnans claim. I don't know how anyone could believe such a blatant lie. The Dahnans hate us, so of course they're bound to retaliate whenever they can. Why do you make blind assumptions? Maybe they really are understaffed. Hey, we have no way of verifying the truth. They can say whatever they want. I understand the situation. I would like to make a suggestion. If the Dahnans don't have enough hands to transport goods, then why not send Renans to help? If everyone pitches in, it might be easier to manage the food situation, huh?
What?
What, and work side by side with Dahnans? The problem stems from the fact that the food is being transported only by Dahnans in the first place. Renan involvement would compensate for the shortage of manpower, and you could get to the bottom of any potential wrongdoing.
Wow.
Good point, like killing two birds with one stone. That's a great suggestion, Dohalim. Most of us have never done physical work, let alone with Dahnans. The only reason Renans were able to live without doing physical labor was because we Renans forced slavery on the Dahnan people. But the world has changed, and it's time for those who live in it to also change. Plus, can you guys just wear that heavy armor of yours that makes you stronger? Use that to do your physical labor. Well, then again, we'll get pretty toasty in that armor unless you use ice magic. Time has come for us to build new lives instead of using our own hands and feet instead of building those lives on the suffering of others. Dohalim. I understand. Honestly, I'm so confused, but what you're saying is right, Lord Dohalim. I will discuss this with my colleagues and see if we can get people to transport the food.
Good.
That sounds good. Thank you so much.
That was splendid work, Dohalim.
To resolve a conflict like this, all parties involved need to recognize their unconscious biases. Stepping in and presenting the facts from an outside perspective can help people change their way of thinking.
We learned about each other by working together, too. The people of Niez will also see eye to eye someday. We just have to trust in that.
I decided to put myself up for transporting goods. That way I can see the Dahnan situation with my own eyes. Even the former lord is accepting of these changes. I want to try doing so myself. You notice all of them are their clothes are a lot dirtier, even though they looked a lot cleaner back in the main game. I guess it's because of their living situation. They can't rely on the prosperity they had in Lenegus, huh? Food transfer. How, the Renan who's put himself forward to be in charge of transporting goods? Now, that would help since we're lacking in manpower. Now we'll be able to distribute more food, to Renans as well, of course. The 10th Mister in the Sea would probably lighten up if we got more help like this. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and maybe try the game for yourself.